guys. I want to do a quick little general writing book update stuff, just to kind of organize my head. It's been a theme lately where I haven't been able to write much this week. It's Wednesday. I didn't get to write yesterday, and I'm not going to get to write today because I'm going to appointments, and I won't get to write tomorrow because I have another appointment. So the appointments really screw me over. I always say I won't get to write. I can write at any point, I could write at night, but it just doesn't feel right with it. I could write at night, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I should be writing at nighttime just because of the way that I've been doing my writing schedule for years, It's just like, no, nighttime is not right time. Nighttime is wrong time to right time. So it throws me all off. I should try to get into the habit of at least writing for an hour at night if I don't get to. But my nights are such a, I should say, my after work hours, not necessarily, it is night, but just whatever. My after work time is very set up specifically. I get home from work, I eat something, I get changed, or I shower, depending if I'm gross or not, or every other day or whatever have you. I eat something, and then I usually work on some video editing. I work on some small PC projects or whatever have you, or I'm playing a game with a friend until about 11. So I get 2.5 hours roughly, and then at 11 o'clock I go and I spend an hour with the bunnies before bed, and I go to lay down between 12 and 12:30 and fall asleep in 30-45 minutes roughly. So those are usually my nighttime. So I don't have an hour to fit in unless I'm writing as soon as I get home from work, and my it's not in the right place for that. You can't just, writing it's not like any other project. You can't just force yourself to go write. You're gonna end up just fixing what you did because it's shit, because you weren't in the right headspace for it. You were not in the correct headspace for it. So, and mornings are the time where I have set aside that headspace, and the best system for me to do that is going to the library, because I am in pretty much fully the right headspace. So yeah, it's tough to try to figure that out. And whenever I have appointments in the morning, it throws me off, because I also can't book the library and the times that I need to. And I feel like it's a waste to go to the library for only an hour or something like that, because getting settled in and setting up and tearing down is 15 minutes of that time. So it's just I'm not going to fucking bother. I also have to, my Microsoft Word expired, and I'm not spending the $90 to get a fucking subscription for Word again. So I'm moving over to LibreOffice, and I have to install that in my laptop and see how it's going to open my documents and try to get used to that, because I'm not using Word anymore. I'm not paying $90 fucking for the privilege to use a dog shit writing app. It's so bad. I cannot stand Microsoft Word. The guy's wiping off the headstone. That's nice. It's past a graveyard, cemetery, whatever. Yeah, so as far as writing itself goes, I am finally past the current section I've been writing, which has taken me 2 months, just about. And I'm moving on to what should be an easier section before getting to a much more complicated section. So I have a very small reprieve before getting into a massive migraine of writing. But in the meantime, while I'm not writing, I've been working on other stuff, writing related. I'm currently trying to update all of the book covers to have, at the very least, sequential numbering on the spines. So book 1 is going to have a little 1 in the bottom of the spine. Transgression will have 2, Delta to the Dam 3, Cataclysm 4, The Garden 5, Omnibus 6, and then the next one 7. So I'm trying to do that. I also added Vengeance to Transgression's title on the book cover. I can't change the title on Amazon, so on Amazon it's still just called Transgression. But I added, at least on the cover, Vengeance Transgression. The only one I don't think I can really do that with is Devil to the Damned. I think I can, but it's going to be a long title. Vengeance, Devil to the Damned. I don't like how that sounds, but I might. And then you have Vengeance the Garden, which doesn't sound good either. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I need to make sure that the books have some way, an easier way, at a glance, of being like just recognizable as part of the same series, and what order you read them in, because they're not numbered in any way, at least visibly on the cover, or the only way you can see the order that they're numbered. Sorry, my mouth is like really tacky. I don't know what's going on with my mouth right now. The only way you can really see how they're numbered is on Amazon's page, how I have them ordered on there as part of the series, or on the website I have them in order. But if you have the books in front of you and you get them shuffled up, you can't really tell what the order is. So I'm trying to go through, and it's not as easy as just adding the number on the spine. I have to go through and get I pretty much have to remake a lot of the covers using the same images, but getting them to the right full cover print size, getting the template set up so I can find where the spine is in the image as I'm making the image again, get everything centered and lined up. I just did Transgression, and I just made Transgression's background cover from white to a darker gray, because it was the only light colored book of the series, and it stuck out like a sore thumb, and it doesn't even really have a background. So I went through and I spent about 30 minutes using my magic wand and color picker tools and erasers and gradients and stuff to fill in all the spaces and make the cover gray instead of white, so at least it fits in with the darker colors. And I added the number 2 on the spine, and I had to go through and do that for the rest of them. Such a pain in the ass, but I wanted it to be that way for a variety of reasons, for craft fairs, stuff like that. I also am in the works of making more box sets. I'm going to do a box set again. I'm hoping to try to get them for the next time I do a craft fair. I don't even have a craft fair lined up right now. I have so many things on a to-do list, like calling places to check for craft fairs and stuff like that. But pretty much what I'm doing is the same thing as I did last time, where I'm going to get a box, like a hinged box that all the books are going to go in. I'm going to paint the box black with some blood splatter and like stuff like that. Just pretty simple. I might wood burn a V or just Vengeance, or Vengeance or just a V or something into it. Some kind of insignia. I'll do something in each of the boxes with a wood burner tool or something like that. And maybe I'll try to wood carve the anima symbol, the anima symbol right there, and then paint that a different color so it's on top of the box or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure that out. And then inside will be obviously all of the books that are out right now, which doesn't include the last one, because that's not out. I'm still writing it. And it'll include bookmarks. It would have a flash drive, like a little USB dongle, with all of the current music that I've made so far as just MP3 files. It would have pins, prints. I think I want to include an art book, and I think for book 1 that would be in there. The book 1 version would be the hardcover 10th anniversary edition. So this would be an expensive box set. Just the hardcover itself sells for like $30, which is dirt cheap for hardcover. It sells for $30, but I'd have to, and I think I get that for like $14. I think I have to pay $14 for my own hardcover, so I have to really mark it up for whatever. But because it would be book 1 hardcover, it would be Transgression, Devil to the Damned, Cataclysm, The Garden, and Omnibus. So that's 6 books in there. And then, like, on average, each one, let's say, would be sold as part of that, on average, for, say, $12. So you're already looking at, like, $70 just for the books themselves. The box would incur a small cost, because each box is going to cost me, like, $15. So you'd be paying for the box and the effort to make the box, and then all, like, the little things in there. I wouldn't charge for the pin and the bookmarks would be free, because they cost nothing for me, really. I mean, they cost me money, but nothing to worry about. So the whole thing would end up costing probably like $140, and that's at me not making a profit really at all. And that's also assuming that I even am able to sell one. Selling one would pay for the books, because I'd have to buy, I'd want to make 5 sets of them. So making 5 sets would cost me so much fucking money, and then I would have no guarantee to sell them. But I would want to have them. So I think I'm going to piece them all together. I'll get the stuff for them and slowly accumulate and build them. But that would be, if I went to go get all the stuff right now and put it together for, like, say, the next craft fair, it would cost me hundreds up front, and then a shitload of effort and time to put it together right now, just to literally, very likely, not even sell one. So I would probably make them and have them available, like, on my website or something, and just have it be like, hey, if you want on the website, you have to, because I don't have a store on the website. I think I can set up a store, but I don't know how that works. So I'd be like, yeah, you just have to, like, tell me you want one, PayPal me the money, or Venmo, or Cash App me the money or something, and then you give me a shipping address and I'll send it out to you. It would just have to be something, like, very personal, like you and me, let's do this, no business in between besides the money app. But I don't know. That's just shit that I'm working on, shit that I have going on in my head. I just got lightheaded. I ate today. I had a bowl of cereal. But what else? What else am I thinking of right now? Dude, I took a nap Monday night. I was so tired that I took a nap before bed. It was like 8:30, and I took a nap from 8:30 to 9:30. Got up for like 2 more hours with the bunnies and stuff, and then went to bed like normal. But when I was doing that, when I was napping, I was like on the in-between, on the cusp of like falling back asleep but being awake, and just kind of like lingering in that comatose state with my eyes closed. And I was having such vivid just like imaginings, just like a really, really cool scenes and environments and details, and my head was just like spouting fucking descriptive poetry of what I was seeing. So like I was seeing this stuff. It was like I was on an acid trip. I was seeing stuff, and my brain was also describing it, what I was seeing at the same exact time, incredibly vividly and detailed, and using some wicked vernacular. It was just so cool, and I took like 2 notes on my phone of just trying to one of it was like, you know, somebody like she held this thing or whatever, like she touched it with the patience and grace of or with like, what was it, it was I can't remember it. I have it written down. It was like touching something, somebody with so much like power and anger, touching something so delicately, because in a way that only they could, through years of experience and patience and gentleness that they learned, kind of thing. It was that kind of concept, just whatever. So like Superman touching a flower without obliterating it to dust because he's so powerful, he has to have so much control over himself, kind of thing. It was something like that. Whatever. But I don't know, just really cool and interesting. And it made me just really annoyed, because like, man, that's That's what it must be like for people to be like on some type of drugs or hallucinogens trying to write and do projects. Like that's just must be their experience. And God, that's crazy. Oh boy, I've been chatting for a long time. 15 minutes. I'm driving to therapy right now, and I'm actually way early. I'm gonna be way early for therapy, so I might stop at the skate park briefly. I don't know. Or I'll just sit in my car and do nothing. Probably that, because I don't feel like skating. I don't feel like getting hot and sweaty. It's not that hot out. It's like 70, super cloudy, but it's also gonna be really muggy today. That has nothing to do with writing. Is there anything else writing that I can think of right now? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's it. Shout out to the one person who's gonna watch this, maybe.